Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome
Good afternoon.
to Edinburgh Chamber of Commerce Business Awards for 2021. Virtually this time for the first time ever. Really great to see everybody here. I'm just wondering if anyone's donned a black tie. I can't see anyone yet, but we'll pick on you if we find someone. Unfortunately, we're not being piped onto the stage at the EICC by Louise Marshall this year, but that was a great effort anyway, Louise. Thanks so much. If anyone's been in a room with Louise when she pipes, it's like being at an AC/DC concert. So that volume didn't quite capture it there. So as I said, thanks ever so much. Welcome to our sponsors and our nominees. Great to see you all here tonight. We've got 12 awards up for grabs, 11 that have been judged, and one of the very prestigious Lifetime Achievement Awards as well. I just want to talk about the etiquette for this evening. I'm sure you're by now. I'll be amazed if this is your first event, but please go on mute and stay clothed throughout the whole proceedings, please, if you don't mind, and particularly anyone else that might be in your household, because we are recording and this will go on our YouTube channel, and we won't edit it, we will show it anyway, so you have been warned. What we're going to do this evening is every award has attracted a very kind sponsor, and so they will come onto our virtual stage, and I will announce the shortlist, and then when the winner is announced, we will ask a representative from the winning company to say a few words. But when the winner is announced, what we're going to do, and break with tradition on Zoom, is ask you to unmute and clap, cheer, whistle, anything you can. Because the one thing that's different from a virtual award to being at the EICC is the lack of atmosphere. And you're now actually getting the atmosphere in my flat in Leith, so it's not exactly buzzing here right now. So we do need to kind of create something. So if you don't mind, what I want you to do quite quickly is we'll give it a trial run. So we'll see what you all sound like when you're applauding, whistling, clapping, see if it works. So if you're ready, we're going to give it a wee go in a wee second. So those of you that are not very tech savvy, don't bother. But if you think you can mute and unmute quite quickly, then we'll do it. So I think what we'll do is we'll try and give out a virtual award for the best awards presenter for 2021. I'm just going to have a look and see who the shortlist is, and it's me. So it looks like I've won it. So the winner of the 2021 awards presenter is Ian. Go.
Bravo, bravo. It was ranked.
Right, Rebecca, shut them up. That's good. That's good. That's worked. That's good. I'm sure you'll be feeling the love if you're a winner this evening. If you are a winner, I need you to remember the etiquette. We will only give you a couple of minutes to say thank you. Okay, so remember that. We don't want Rebecca having to mute you or me to talk over you. So a couple of minutes, thank me, thank the chamber, thank your mum and dad, thank me again, and then we'll move on to the next award. The other thing to bear in mind, and the major difference between this year and being at the EICC, is that if you don't win, you can't throw a straw because we're going to be able to see you. So normally if you didn't win and you were on table 42 at the EICC, you would slam down your drink, swear, go for a beer, and then come back and compose yourself. This year, you'll have to master the art of the polite applause for the winner. Okay, so just remember that one if you don't win. I think I was noticing the other day there about the difference between a virtual award and an in-person, and the pros and cons are, I mean, the pros this evening are quite good. There's no taxi home. There's no expensive bar bill that you're going to have to sneak onto your expenses on Monday. You know, there's no dress code. Some of you have made an effort, some of you haven't. So the cons, you're having to cook your own tea tonight. That's not great. We'd normally have a lovely dinner at the ICC. And we don't get to see you bad dancing in Lulu at 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's missing this year as well. But other than that, we're all good. A couple of instructions. I want you all to get on Twitter, do some screen grabs and do some selfies of what you're wearing. And if you can tweet, and our hashtag this evening is ECC Awards 21. ECC Awards 21. Get on Twitter, shout about it. Let's get us trending and see if we can get above anything to do with Alex Salmond, COVID or Brexit. That would be good. If we can be trending above any of those three subjects by about 6 o'clock tonight, I would be very happy. The other things that we need to remember is just to stay on mute because Rebecca might not be able to keep an eye on you. But other than that, we are good to go. And I'm going to call upon now the current Edinburgh Chamber of Commerce President, Jane Clark-Hutchison, who's going to come to the virtual stage and say a few words to get the ball rolling. So welcome, Jane.
Thank you, Richard. Welcome, everyone. That was a really nice opener. Thank you to Richard. It's a very difficult job emceeing, particularly a virtual awards ceremony. I'm really pleased to say that we've got 182 people on this awards, which is just phenomenal. And Liz will probably tell you a bit later on about just how many people we have reached across the week in our business festival, our first virtual business festival, which I was speaking to the team earlier. It's gone really well, and we'll give you an update on that later. So welcome everyone again. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. It really is a pleasure to see you all safe and well after what has been such a difficult and challenging year. And bringing you all together, even virtually, for me feels really special. It's my second awards, and actually this time last year I was incredibly nervous about a speech. I don't like speaking in public, as many of you will know, and actually probably about now, about 4:30, yeah, I was getting hair and makeup done in advance of that that EICC keynote that I was giving. Unfortunately, there's no hair and makeup today. The hair is more like an inch worth of grey, as you may be able to see if I bend too much forward, so forgive the grey. Very much looking forward to getting out of lockdown and back to my hairdresser. So what a really great night that was, and actually what the team have put together for you today is another really great set of awards, and recognising some really key achievements right across the city, and with our key partners and members as well. So great to see all of that success. And if I think back to a year ago, I really vividly also remember one of the first emergency board meetings we had for the Chamber, where Liz, myself, George, Kirsty, my VPs and the other board members all gathered together just to figure out what the heck do we do next. At that point at the awards, it was a very distant news item, with a virus in China, and then it very quickly became a national and then international pandemic. So that first month of March was a really difficult month, just trying to figure out what we were doing. And I also remember really vividly at that meeting, it was Liz that said, now is the time for the Chamber to show up and step up and really show our leadership across the city and the country and represent our members as best as we possibly can. And I have to say that has really stuck with me all the way through this year, in terms of what the team have done, what you as our members have done, and how we've all supported each other. So I really do hope that you feel this year we have shown up to support you all. So despite the ongoing challenges, as we know, we've witnessed that business support across the city. We've witnessed people continuing to lead, innovate, collaborate and support those who need it most. And that absolutely underpins the Chamber's strategy as well. These awards have become a staple in the business calendar, normally one of the very first events of the year. And it's always really well attended. And thank you again for all 182 of you attending today. Over the years, the event's grown. We were fortunate last year to have over 500, but I think actually it's a really great result today in terms of having just this level of interest and this level of support for the business festival that the Chamber team has run this week. It was set to be our 10th anniversary, and whilst it's a shame that we can't all raise a glass together, we know that when we're able to, we'll absolutely bring you all back together, and the awards will be bigger and better than before. So it was felt for that reason we should come together still to showcase that resilience, the adaptability and the outstanding contribution of our local businesses and the professionals and everyone else that supports them right across the city. We have been truly honoured and inspired by the quality and number of entries this year. And I'd like to thank all of those who've entered, congratulate all of our shortlists, and best of luck to you all and the winners that we'll hear about. So before I hand back to Richard, I'd like to just take a moment to highlight our honorary members that we've appointed over the past year. Really pleased to say that Susan Deacon, Ian Marchant and Brigadier David Alfrey have all become honorary members in the Chamber this year. Thank you all for your ongoing support, and also to you in the wider business community, and have a great event. We'll raise a glass towards the end, celebrating all of your success. So thank you, and back to Richard.
Thanks, Jane, and I'll echo the welcome to the honorary members. Great to have them on board. We've got someone showing me up. Joe Goldblatt has turned up in black tie. I can't believe it. Well done, Joe. You've got me. I might have to nip away when someone's speaking and put a tie on, because I feel like a bit of a scruff now, but there you go. Well done, Joe. Good to see that. Now I'd like to welcome Andrew Kerr, the Chief Executive of the City of Edinburgh Council, onto our virtual stage. And Andrew's going to say a few words before we move on to the actual awards presentation itself. So welcome, Andrew. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Richard. And I'm definitely feeling scruffy now. Joe turns up in black tie, for Pete's sake. I've got a black shirt. It's about nearest we're going to get to it. Nearest to get to it. Congratulations to everyone who's going to get an award tonight. This is normally a fantastic event, and I noticed quite a number of you have got the last awards as the background. So that's really, you really fantasizing now, aren't you, about what it might have been like, as opposed to sitting in our studies or our living rooms or our bedrooms or wherever we happen to be sitting, listening to those things. I just said to my corporate leadership team on Monday that it was February the 28th when I set up a corporate incident management team in the council to deal with this thing that was coming towards us from China, as Jane just pointed out. And by the time a fortnight later, we had literally started to shut down the city, and things have moved very quickly, almost every day since, and in fact, just about to become, in my view, at least for us anyway, more difficult than shutting everything down is actually getting things opening up successfully. And for the business community, for the city, for our young people, for our schools, for our just generally for our facilities, so that people can actually start to have a life outside their various rooms again. I've been sitting in this room for 12 months, and it sometimes feel like I haven't even been allowed out the door to the kitchen. But it's not quite like that. The thing we are here to celebrate tonight, though, is celebrate that innovation, the newness, the ability for businesses to be resilient no matter what the circumstances they find ourselves in. And despite the fact that undoubtedly this pandemic will have quite a long tail in terms of its effect on the economy, everything else, it has been amazing to us and everyone else how great the business community has been in adjusting and managing to keep themselves together as it has gone through. And we've done our best as a local authority with very little to go on to support that, and making sure that, for instance, that we're just administering all the business grants we can on your behalf. So that's something in the region of £3 or £4 million now. Out the door, working with the consequences maybe for our more vulnerable citizens, many of whom have come from small businesses who have had to unfortunately shut down during the pandemic, and dealing with a number of issues around making sure that we've got people who have got food on their table, and making sure that they are able to look after their families, etc., and spend quite a lot of time doing so. I am, however, in quite a good place about what I think is about to happen next. I think we have got a fantastic chance, whether you're a business, a local authority, or just a citizen of Edinburgh. We've got a fantastic chance to renew what we do and make sure what we do is we build back a better society, a better economy, and a better place as we come out of this pandemic. We did an awful lot of work about, actually for the last 2 or 3 years, on creating a city vision, where we envisaged having a fairer city, a thriving city, a connected city, and a sustainable one. And all those things are never more relevant than they are now. So although that was a 2050 vision, I think our chances to start in the right way and think about our businesses, think about the way we're organised, the way we set ourselves up now, is both difficult, but a fantastic opportunity at the same time. And hopefully we'll all play a part together in doing so. And we've got some things like, COP26 coming to us at the end of the year in terms of maybe the biggest conference event ever in the world, coming to Glasgow in 26. And I'm hoping to have a discussion with the Chamber of Commerce about them playing a leading role for Edinburgh in doing that. So Jane, Liz, be warned. But actually starting to think about how do we come out of this in a much more sustainable way, making sure that we are thinking about net zero as part and parcel of our planning and part and parcel of our businesses and part and parcel of the way we go about things, gives us a fantastic opportunity to do so. We had 2 commissions last year during COVID, one of which was a poverty commission and one of which was a sustainability commission. Both are still operating, and they are giving us guidance from right across the UK about how we might think about making this city a fairer city and dealing with the 22% children who are still living in poverty, and maybe more now as a result of the pandemic, but also how we think about doing so in a sustainable way. And you've seen some of that planning already starting to appear in the paper. So whether you agree with it or not, looking at the new vision for George Street and making it much more sustainable in terms of less traffic, much less of a car park, given that we're going to have a great big car park in St James's Centre, who are sponsoring today, right at the end of George Street, and making sure that we do things like that and develop the place like Granton in the north of the city, where we are intending to create a new opportunity for 6,000 or 7,000 new homes, a real new community, which we intend starts with the premise that it's going to be net zero right from the beginning, and making sure that we're delivering those things. So a great future for the city. If any other crisis is anything to go with, Edinburgh will recover quicker than the rest of Scotland. I'm absolutely praying and hoping that that's the case this time. And difficult as that is for everyone now, and I think it is still difficult for everyone, I think if we sit down together and make sure that we plan in detail how we come out of this best and how we come out of this better, without using a well-hackneyed phrase by our UK Prime Minister, and making sure that we do that in a way that means that government, local government, businesses and the citizens of Edinburgh can work together to do so. So congratulations to those that win awards tonight, and it's fantastic to see how many people on this. And I, like you, wish that we were as elegant as Joe and dressed for the occasion, and that next year we can join some of you as like Nicola, who I've got it in the background, I notice, sitting in the background, can join each other for dinner and congratulate ourselves that that's exactly what we did. We came out of this in a better shape than we were going into it, and hopefully we can all do so. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll hand back to either Jane or Richard. I'm not quite sure which one it is. Richard, I guess you're the arbitrator of these things.
That's me, Andrew. Thanks so much, and brilliant to hear the conversation turning to return to normality. Can't wait, and as you said, it'd be good for this to happen the one and only time that we have a virtual awards. That's it. We are now ready to start the business awards for 2021. Headline sponsor today is the St James's Quarter, which I cannot wait to get a wander around. It looks fantastic. I can see it from a flat, so it's kind of drawing me into the city every time I wake up. So thanks ever so much to St James's Quarter for headlining this, and for the individual sponsors we have for each category, without whom we just couldn't do these kind of events. So it's really, really appreciated. So the first award of the evening is the Responsible Business of the Year, kindly sponsored by the City of Edinburgh Council. And the shortlisted companies for this particular award are Clearwater Hygiene, Space and Broomhouse Hub, The Refillery, Common Ground Against Homelessness, and Hillcrest Homes. And to announce the winner, I'd like to welcome Councillor Kate Campbell, who will present this award on behalf of the sponsors, the City of Edinburgh Council. So Kate, over to you.
Thank you very much, Richard. And we're very happy to sponsor this award because, as Andrew said, building back a sustainable economy based on fair work is incredibly important to us. So what the judges were looking for was a commitment to conducting business in a socially conscious manner, dedication to the well-being of the local community, and evidence of sustainable practices implemented through the business strategy. The winner of this award demonstrated a 360 approach to sustainability, both selling organic and ethical produce, as well as reducing consumption, acknowledging that it's more than recycling that's needed and paying the real living wage or above. They work with suppliers to educate and further engagement, and they have grown their business despite the hugely challenging year. They have supported other local businesses and the community by sourcing local produce and offering delivery for those unable to leave their homes. And they're expanding through a French responsible model, showing that there is a real appetite for these kind of businesses. And the winner is the Refillery.
Hey. Hey.
Bravo, bravo, our neighborhood business.
Hey.
Bravo, bravo. Our neighborhood, yay. Bravo.
Well done, everyone. That was superb. I believe that Kelly Wright, the founder of the Refillery, is with us this evening. Kelly, would you like to say a few words?
Sorry, I was muted.
Of course. Congratulations, Kelly. Well done.
Thank you. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much. It's an absolute surprise and delight. This has happened so quickly, hasn't it? I want to say a massive thank you to the Refillery family. These are all my colleagues and staff, and they've really put in some effort this year when everything went crazy, and totally without them we wouldn't be in this position now. So I'm eternally grateful to them. They're an absolutely brilliant team. They've kept everybody safe, they've kept the business thriving, they've been amazing. And to all my wonderful suppliers, many of whom are local as well, not only have they helped us remove single-use packaging from their products, but they've maintained supply in a pandemic and a Scottish winter. So I'm eternally grateful to them as well. And thanks to the Chamber as well for inviting us into this. And we're looking forward to getting more involved with you in 2021. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Well done, Kelly. Thanks ever so much. Congratulations again. Good effort by everyone on the applause. I like that. I didn't see any of the runners-ups faces, so I'm just presuming you were all very gracious. But it happens a lot that I say this every year. You have done really well to be shortlisted when it comes to this. We do get an awful lot of entries for the Business Award, so congratulations to everybody. Next up, moving swiftly on, is the Award for Innovation in Business. Kindly sponsored again by our friends at City Fibre. The shortlisted businesses are the Refillery again, congratulations Kelly, the Edinburgh Dog and Cat Home, Edinburgh Cycle Scheme, Miller Homes, and Lending Crowd. Now, representing City Fibre this evening is Paul Wakefield, who will announce the winner to this one. Welcome, Paul. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Thank you, Richard. And it gives us great pleasure also to be presenting this award. So in this one, the judges were looking for a high degree of creativity and dynamism in developing their business models, services, or products. Demonstrable, innovative methods or approach to differentiate from competitors, and evidence of improved performance, customer satisfaction, efficiency as a result of the innovation. The winner is an innovative local business supporting local communities, providing local produce. Their 3-stage plan for COVID has helped to keep customers safe, and they've adapted cleverly to changing market conditions whilst remaining true to their aim, all of which has had a positive impact on both their sales and the city's environmental impact. The winner has a fantastic offering, which is much needed in today's world, helping to rid the world of single-use plastics. There should be stores like this on every street corner. The winner is the Refillery.
Yay! Our neighborhood.
Fantastic. Well done.
Oh, our neighborhood.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's me again.
Kelly, you're just
No, I'm
showing
not.
off.
I'm delighted.
No one likes a show off, Kelly. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're trying to do business in a different way. So, we're doing our best, but we couldn't do this business in a different way. We couldn't create a business for good without everybody else that's involved with it. So thank you again.
Thanks, Kelly. Congratulations. Really well done.
Thanks.
Tough for you. So next up, we have the Director of the Year award, which, as a man, stupidly, I have only just noticed that it's an all-women shortlist. And I think that's the first time for the Chamber to have this. So congratulations to all. The shortlisted candidates are Dr. Helen Rippon of Worldwide Cancer Research, Helen Carlin from Common Ground Against Homelessness, and Kath Leach from Anturis Consulting. Now, this particular award is sponsored by the Royal Bank of Scotland, and I'd like to welcome Kevin Havelock to present the award. Thanks, Kevin.
Richard, thank you very much. I'm delighted to be here. And the Royal Bank has a long track record of supporting this particular award, recognising that great businesses need great leaders. So the judges were looking for an individual who showed evidence of impact on the business strategy, direction and performance, excellent leadership skills, both in the business and with its people, and a clearly defined vision for the future development of the organisation. The winner demonstrated leadership and personal commitment to the strategy and direction of their organisation. For a number of years, they have been building a strategy to deliver their organisation's purpose in a single-minded way. They developed new partnerships and new ways of getting things done. They developed a vision for the organisation and delivering a strategic solution to the problem of repeat homelessness in Scotland. And the winner is Helen Carlin, Common Ground Against Homelessness.
Congratulations. Well done, Helen.
Thank you. Thank you, Ewan. Oh gosh, I'm quite overwhelmed, but I'm not going to do a Sally Fields again. So, okay, I did this haircut by myself, as you can probably tell, but I did not develop Common Ground by myself. Thanks to Richard and Liz for all the support from the Chamber of Commerce. Thanks to my amazing board, Tom, Jenny, Alan, Francis, John, who does our superb marketing, and Community Shares Scotland, who are behind us all the way. But most importantly, thanks on behalf of those 9 people that will be coming in from the streets to a home for life, thanks to our 150 investors. And their faith in me and what we're trying to do here is awesome. So thank you.
Brilliant. Well done, Helen. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay, we're moving swiftly on. At this rate, I'll have to start doing some jokes because it's going far too quickly, I think. Moving on to Export Business of the Year, sponsored by our friends at Forth Ports. And the nominees for this particular award are Active Payroll, Contagious, Hee Haw, and Innocent Gun. And I'd like to welcome a familiar face in Stuart Wallace from Forth Ports to present this award. Welcome, Stuart.
Thanks, Richard, and it's a pleasure to be back again presenting the award tonight, albeit in a slightly different set of circumstances. In this particular category, this year the judges were looking for a clearly defined strategy for international growth, evidence of expansion into new international markets, and a clear way of demonstrating commercial impact of internationalization on their business. And I'm glad I haven't had a drink trying to say that tonight. The reasons for picking the winner in this particular category this year were that the winner was able to demonstrate that it was unusual for this business in particular to have such a strong focus on the export market before the domestic market. The market in which this winner operates in is dominated by a few key brands, but has really fought through to establish themselves as a key brand in the export sector. The business has fully embraced the move to digital with a clear objective as to its targets in the export market over the next few years. And the business operates in one of the key sectors in the Scottish economy that in these challenging economic times post-Brexit and post-COVID has had to think differently about its business. And I'm very pleased to say that the winner of the Export Business of the Year for 2021 is Innes & Gunn.
I believe we have Innes & Gunn's Commercial Director, Crawford Sinclair, with us this evening. Crawford, over to you.
Thank you, Richard, and thank you, Stuart, for presenting the award. We're very, very grateful for this. You know, for us, you know, the export market for us has been a key pillar of our success. From the very start of our existence back in 2003, focusing on international was very much part of the strategy, and we've grown our international business successfully over that period of time. It delivers almost 50% of our profits now, and we've continued to invest in marketing and resource to ensure that growth continues well into the future. As Stuart alluded to, we have some key plans in place to develop that market further over the next 3 years. And during this period in the pandemic, it's been an absolute lifeblood for us to continue to be able to, breathe as a business almost with the importance of the revenues from our export markets. I'd like to thank my colleagues Innes & Gunn. Obviously, they're really focused behind the brand, behind the business, and especially our international colleagues, who we have quite a few of in those markets. But those markets wouldn't be doing what they're doing for our business without the support of our customers and the consumers in those markets. And I'd like to thank those guys as well. And thank you, Richard, for hosting the event. It's going very well so far. I'm really enjoying it. And and thanks to the Edinburgh Chamber of Commerce, as well as St James's Quarter for sponsoring the event. So again, thank you very much. Real privilege to accept the award on behalf of Innes & Gunn. So thank you.
Well done, Crawford. Thanks so much. I'm conscious of the fact that I keep asking our sponsors to come up and present an award, and we've not actually got an award to present. So I think the winners from now on should probably find a vase or something around the house that they can. I've got a mug with a gorilla on it. It's not quite got the same ring, but you could hold something aloft to represent the victory. So no virtual awards issued, but you will all get a logo that you can use for the rest of the year. And so next up is the award for Developing the Young Workforce, sponsored by Developing the Young Workforce for Edinburgh, Mid Lothian and East Lothian. And the shortlisted businesses for this particular award are Hee-Haw, Phoenix Group and Robertson. And to present the award, I think, is the winner of the largest job description of the evening so far. It's Alan Colquhoun, who is University Liaison and Emerging Technologies Manager at Leonardo and the DYW Deputy Chair. So welcome, Alan.
Thank you, Richard, and it's a pleasure to be here this evening representing the DYW board. In the DYW category, the judges were looking for evidence of informing young people and inspiring young people while they're in school and college, as well as commitment to hiring and developing young people from school and college. But due to the high caliber of the entries in this category, the judges decided to give a highly commended award to Robertson. Robertson demonstrated real passion and commitment to their own young person strategy, which focuses on the needs of the young people. Moreover, Robertson worked with many partners to deliver tangible benefits to young people. However, there can only be one winner. And this winner demonstrated action in informing, inspiring, and hiring over the past 12 months, showing a great commitment to supporting the employment and development of young people. They have also engaged in schools to support young people through mentoring, insight, and co-creating a new project to develop skills for the new world of work. And that winner is the Phoenix Group.
Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo. And I believe we have Phoenix Group's Early Careers and Learning consultant, Sharon Wallace, with us this evening. Sharon, congratulations.
Thank you very, very much. Goodness. At Phoenix, we talk a lot about our purpose, and that purpose being helping people to achieve a lifetime of possibilities. We don't see that as just applying to our customers who ask us to manage their life savings. As far as we're concerned, that applies to all of us who work within the Phoenix Group as well. Our learning proposition is called Flourish at Phoenix, and that's really what we want our young people to do. Be that they are joining us from school or college, be that they are coming from previous employment or unemployment. Our team consists of myself, Jasmine Heppel, and Vicky Hopkins. Vicky's on here tonight. And we are really, really passionate about early careers, about creating opportunities for growth, really advancing our commitment to diversity, equality, and inclusion all at the same time. As well as internal as well, we really enjoy our external work as well, working with the likes of Michelle, and thank you to Michelle Fennick for inviting us onto the DYW piece of work. And also as well, supporting programs and initiatives like the Edinburgh Guarantee Scheme, the apprenticeship programs, Career Ready. You know, we're looking to get involved with the Social Mobility Index, get involved with the Disability Confident Employer as well. So there's so much work to be done in that area, and we're just, I can't speak to this, I'm absolutely thrilled, really delighted to receive this award. So thank you from all of us to those of you who selected us as winners. And we're really going to use this as our motivation and inspiration to really strive forward in developing the young workforce within Phoenix and also more widely. Thank you so much for this recognition. It means an awful lot to us. Thank you.
Brilliant, really well done. Congratulations. So, moving swiftly on, here we have our award for Employer of the Year, again, very kindly sponsored by our friends at Wright Johnson and Mackenzie. And the shortlisted businesses here are Anturis Consulting, Sirenians, Fazenda, Grassmarket Community Project, and Network ROI. And to present the award on behalf of Wright Johnson Mackenzie is Liam Entwistle. Liam, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Richard, and hi, everyone. So it's a real privilege to be sponsoring and presenting Employer of the Year in this year, which has been the most challenging for employers in generations. And what the judges were looking for, you could paraphrase John F. Kennedy to say, ask not what your employees can do for you, ask what you can do for your employees. We were looking for clearly defined company values, examples of how the employees are aligned to them, implementation of initiatives to benefit the employees, including health and well-being, and that was something we were really looking for, and demonstrable commitment to employee development to create a stimulating and supportive workplace. So why did the winner win? Well, the winner showed really empathic and thoughtful and extremely ambitious values that stood out in what was an impressive field of runners. Some excellent employee initiatives, really top class ones, which clearly can be seen to be a real benefit to the employees, had a real focus on health and mental well-being, which we thought was really important over the past year, and very progressive examples of development and support initiatives for their employees. So I'm delighted to announce that the winner is the Grassmarket Community Project. Well done.
Bravo, Johnny, bravo.
Bravo, bravo. Well done, Johnny, well done.
Thanks, Willie.
Dave, Johnny Kinross is with us.
Wow, thank you very much. Well, what an amazing achievement, especially when I know a couple of those organisations very well in our group, and I know what incredible work they do for their employees. I actually do have something to hold as per Richard's instructions, so I'll hold my award. Is this? And yeah, it's actually quite straightforward for an organization like us to look after our employees, because we look after our people, our community, the people that benefit from the support and services that we run. So a lot of last year was about a bit of focusing of that, what we already know about well-being and mental health and welfare and supporting people, just shifting the emphasis a little bit, not away from the people that we support, the most vulnerable in Edinburgh, but just making sure that that was extended, that net was cast wider and was extended to all our staff team. So this is one of the easiest awards that we've gone for over the years, because it's just about saying what we do, what's in our DNA, what we do to support the people that we support. And we're a small enough organization that we're like a family. And we use that analogy a lot at the Grassmarket Community Project. And like any really positive family, we're always there for our team. We're always there for each other, and no more so than this last year, where we've had people all in different states of furloughing and restructuring and all sorts. We've stuck together. We're stuck by the people that matter, by the people that deliver such fantastic support and services to our beneficiaries. So it was easy in so many respects, because it's a celebration of them. And I just wish we could do more. So thank you very much for
Johnny.
Thank you.
Johnny, can I ask, have you got your lucky tartan on tonight?
I haven't. No, I've got my Mao suit on, Richard. So I got it on specially for this evening. I was feeling confident. Thank you.
Right, really well done, Johnny. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you.
Right, moving on to an award which I'm not a great friend of, Young Leader. It's for the young. I'm always older than anyone shortlisted. So, yeah, I mean, the guy presenting later on is a Lifetime Achievement winner. And I was older than him when he won as well. So I've not really got a lot of love for young leaders, but we've got a great short list of candidates here. Darren Auld from Clear Sky Logic, Johnny Hall from Cyrenians, and Jack Carlin representing Radio 4. Jack must have the black tie on tonight, I'm sure of it. He won't let me down. This is kindly sponsored by our very good friends at Thornton's. And to present the award on behalf of Thornton's, we have Ryan McQuaid. Ryan, good afternoon to you. It's not evening.
Thank you very much, Richard, and good afternoon, everyone. Thornton's Law are immensely proud to be sponsoring this award, and I'd firstly like to say a huge congratulations to all of the nominees in the category. The judging criteria for this category was an individual who had evidenced exceptional leadership skills, who had made a significant contribution to their organisation, and who acts as a role model to others. And the winner of this award really stood out in a field of inspirational leaders who had all responded incredibly to the challenges posed by the pandemic. I'm really pleased to say that the winner of the Young Leader of the Year is Johnny Hall at Cyrenians.
Superb, Johnny. Congratulations.
Hooray! Way to go, Johnny. Hooray.
Well, thank you very much. I was kind of worried this would happen because I'd have to speak. So I'll wing it as I've done this year. I'd just like to say a huge thank you to everyone at Cyrenians for taking me on, and it's been really quite inspirational to see what they've been doing there, and they're definitely one of the contenders for the Business of the Year awards as well. So it's been a tough year for everyone. I had great expectations for my own business, and then February hit and events were cancelled. There was no street food happening. But I do try and take the best out of situations, and as devastating as it has been, I would never have joined Cyrenians without coronavirus happening. So I'm exceptionally grateful for that. And I can't thank people who have been working at Cyrenians and put me forward for this, which was a complete surprise until I realized I was a finalist. So thank you to Sue, to Neil, to everyone else who's been working there. It's a truly great organization, and I'm very privileged to be there. So thank you very much.
Well done, Johnny. Congratulations. So next up is our focus, and it's an award we've had for a few years, and its focuses on the partnership between a third sector organisation and a commercial entity, and it's proven to be very popular over the years. And this one is very kindly again sponsored by our friends at Openreach. The Shortlisted Partnerships is a partnership between the Citadel Youth Centre and Leith Rugby Club. Leith Rugby Club I can actually see from my other window, so that's good. The North Edinburgh COVID-19 Response and Recovery Group is an amalgamation of many businesses and charities. And finally, the last nominee is a partnership between Cyrenians and NatWest. And representing Openreach and to present the virtual award this evening is Openreach Chairman Brendan Dick. Brendan, good afternoon to you.
Richard, hi, thanks very much, and thanks very much for the opportunity to present this award. And I think picking up on Andrew Kerr's points at the beginning about the importance of getting us all through as a city through where we are now and into good future partnerships has never been more important. So very pleased to be sponsoring this category. Inevitably, the standard was very high, and it ultimately boiled down to two very good nominations we were torn over. But the winner just edged it through and was crammed full of inspiring partnership ideas and outcomes. The judges felt very strongly that this nominee exemplified what can be achieved when you bring a community together with a clear goal in mind to make a difference. The voice of the community that benefited strongly resonated in their submission, and also it was great to hear the positive impact that they made to people's lives. They delivered a hugely impressive impact to the local community, and you can feel the passion and the pride that they clearly had for making that difference. So delighted to say, without further ado, that the very deserving winner in this category is the North Edinburgh COVID-19 Response and Recovery Group.
Wow!
Fantastic!
Bravo!
Maybe Richard, before they stand up, just to add that it was so tight, we wanted to recognise and applaud the efforts of the Citadel Youth Group working in partnership with Leith Rugby Club and supported by Via Bistro. Their efforts were inspiring and they were a real drive, and they do deserve some recognition. So well done to them. But as I say, one winner, North Edinburgh COVID-19 Response and Recovery Group.
Well done.
Thanks you. Now, I believe that the Managing Director of Fresh Start, Biddy Kelly, is with us. Biddy, really well done.
Oh, Biddy.
Thank you. And Brendan, thank you for saying that the passion came out. I'd like to say big commiserations to Willie at the Citadel and obviously you and at Cyrenians, who we work very, very closely with. So, but I would also like to say I'm absolutely delighted. I think, you know, our partnership was founded by love, care and compassion for the people within our community. And, you know, I probably can, if I can just take a couple of minutes to name check most of the people who have been in our group. You know, it's Spartans, it's North Edinburgh Arts, it's Gran Academy, Lift, Granton Information Centre, Granton Community Gardeners, Pilton Community Health Project, Community Renewal. We had local councillors meeting with us, and our MP and MSP were really, really supportive. You know, we'd like to say thank you to Openreach and the Chambers for hosting these awards. I'd also like to say a massive thank you to our staff. Our staff had to overcome really severe anxieties about going out on day one of lockdown, because that's the day that we started working, and they had to overcome quite personal anxieties to make sure that they were going in and providing the food and the services and the goods for people that were needed. We have to also acknowledge our hundreds of volunteers that stepped up to the mark and made sure that we were able to do what we can do. I think the real strength of our partnership was the wide variety of different partners who were involved in that, whether that's, you know, Scottish Government, Edinburgh City Council, you know, all our corporate supporters who either gave us lots of money or gave us lots of support in many, many different ways. You know, collectively in our group, I asked everybody to tell me who had funded their response in COVID-19, and there was over 150 different funders funding our project. So what we have done now is we've really galvanised on that, and we've developed a vision for North Edinburgh that we're all committed to realising, which is quite in line with the Poverty Commission report. And, you know, we're developing 4 working groups that will operationally take things forward so that we can continue to actually I suppose, support our community out of this. We've got recovery in the name of our group, because we need to make sure that we can build the community back stronger. And I know that's been said quite a lot. So I'd just like to say thank you to each and every one of all of our partners who have kept me sane over the last year. When decision fatigue sets in, someone can step up to the mark and take that. So yeah, really, really delighted. Thank you so much.
Brilliant, really well done, Vinny. Congratulations to you and the team. And can I just offer a reminder for those of you that are still to tweet. I haven't checked in to see if we're beating any COVID, Brexit or Alex Salmond on trending at the moment, but the hashtag to use on Twitter is ECC Awards 21. So we want to get some selfies, lift your vase, your virtual trophy, and celebrate with us this evening. Next up is our award for excellence in circular economy, sponsored by Circular Edinburgh. The shortlisted businesses here are the Edinburgh Remakery, Move On Wood Recycling, Recycle Scotland, and Kenneltech. And to present the award on behalf of Circular Edinburgh is my colleague, Mayanne Grace. Hello, Mayanne.
Thanks, Richard. Circular Edinburgh are delighted to again sponsor this award. The judges were looking for a project or organisation that demonstrated creative solutions around waste reduction or elimination. They were looking for embedding circular economy thinking to core business practices, sustainability and corporate responsibility with support by senior management. They're looking for evidence of the organisation consistently working towards a zero waste policy across projects that encourage collaboration with partners, employees and the supply chain. The winner demonstrated creative solutions around waste reduction. The carbon savings achieved by the organisation from just 3 of their key lockdown projects equated to CO2 savings of 87.3 tonnes. They also embedded circular economy thinking by making the circular economy more accessible. And the winner is the Edinburgh Remakery.
Yay!
Well done.
And I believe the Edinburgh Remakery Chief Executive, Elaine Brown, is with us this evening.
I am. Oh my goodness, Richard, I am over the moon. What a year it's been. It's been quite a struggle, but we've really sort of rallied, and this is just the icing on the cake for us. Thank you so much. I'd like to start by thanking my team. They have been amazing. I only started just before COVID came about. I started in the Edinburgh Remakery, and so my team have been amazing at sort of getting me up to speed and coming with me on the journey. We've done amazing things around e-waste that's helped lots of people in our community who've been suffering from digital isolation and digital poverty during COVID. And I'd like to, at this point, thank the many businesses in Edinburgh, some of which are your chamber members who've come with us on the journey and have been donating their IT equipment through our free IT disposal service. And that IT equipment has allowed us to refurbish, save things from going to landfill, train apprentices and volunteers on how to repair skills, and most importantly, helped us to gift lots of laptops and computers to people facing digital isolation because of COVID. So again, thank you to the businesses who've come with us through our free IT disposal service. If some of you here tonight have not used our service, why not, and join us. I'd also like to thank the Chamber and in particular Circular Edinburgh, who have been just such a huge supporter of what we've been doing, and Mayanne in particular, who's been my sounding board and sending me in lots of directions that have been really beneficial. And thank you to the Chamber. So you have made my night. I don't know what to pick up. I'll pick up a highlighter. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Elaine, that'll do. Well done. Right, next up is the hotly contested Service Excellence Award. Quite a few shortlisted businesses here, very kindly sponsored by our very good friends at Hee-Haw. The shortlisted businesses are Bad Dinosaur, Fazenda, Edinburgh Boiler Company, Property Studios, Held in Our Hearts, and Amplify. And to present the virtual award is the younger than me previous Lifetime Achievement winner and boss at Hee Haw, Mally Graveson. Mally, how the devil are you?
I'm very well, sir. Thank you very much for that lovely introduction, and thank you for being such an awesome host, and congratulations to all the winners so far. Yeah, just completely honoured to be supporting and this award, and good service is very, very dear to my heart, and it was such an honour to work with the judges on reading all the different categories and the people that entered. But the judges were looking for evidence of a commitment to delivering the best experience and service for customers, a clearly defined process in place to ensure service is delivered, evidence of customer satisfaction surveys, and/or customer endorsements. Yeah, so the judges thought it was an amazing category with so many incredible companies showing dedication to top quality customer service. And at a time when small differentiations are crucial, service excellence helps companies and organizations stand out from the crowd. However, there was one organization that really did stand out from the crowd. At a time when crucial services were being cut, and it was easy to furlough staff, this organisation didn't do that. At a time when it would have been easier to cut back, this organisation retrained and refocused to help people who really needed their help, like really needed their help. This organisation generally put the people they are trying to help and serve before anything. They refuse to let current circumstances limit, reduce, or alter their services. And they were innovative, thoughtful, and proactive. This organisation should be praised and recognised for their service excellence. And this organisation is held in our hearts. Well done.
Bravo, bravo.
Oh my goodness. Can I be the first one to cry? Is that not professional?
Cry if you want. Well done.
Yeah, I do. It's a teary moment. My goodness, we are led by our values of empathy, connection, and love. Many of us have a lived experience of losing a baby or a child. And I really hope, and this award really does recognise that we've shone a light in people's darkness, and trust me when I say it's been incredibly dark for bereaved parents. It's a dark time anyway to be isolated when you've lost a baby, but during COVID it's been incredibly difficult, and we've really seen that. But tonight is all about the team. I work with the most inspiring, compassionate and caring people anyone could ever meet, and of course any success is always down to your team. So we're absolutely thrilled, and like honestly a huge heartfelt thank you to the Chamber, to Richard, and everyone here tonight. Well done. What a competitive lot, and very well deserved to all our winners. Thank you so much.
Brilliant, Nicola. Thank you.
I've only got a trophy of a Pokemon balloon, but that's quite a big one, yeah.
Just put that in your paper, Nicola, that'll do. Well done. So next up is a new award for 2021, and this has never been issued before, and it seeks to recognise a range of individuals and businesses who have gone over and above during the pandemic and to offer support to their organisation, their people, or even the local community. And this award will recognise what we want to classify as our local business heroes. The shortlisted businesses are Sirenians, the Edinburgh Dog and Cat Home, and the Space and Broomhouse Hub. And this is very kindly, again, I really appreciate our sponsor, our very good friends at TLT. To present this particular award this evening is Caroline Loudon. Caroline, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Richard, and everyone here, and thank you so much. What a great afternoon we're having, and it's so good it's actually just so good to see people. So hi, TLT are really delighted to sponsor this award, and it was a really competitive category. This application and the winner particularly shone in terms of what had been achieved in such a short space of time, and to such huge benefit to those needing help in a very difficult period for everybody. We were particularly impressed by the considerable increase in distribution numbers from 1 million mouths fed to 3.1 million. There is no doubt that the work will have had huge benefit, and indeed be a vital lifeline to those in
the southeast of Scotland and Edinburgh. Given the title of the award, we felt that this winner was certainly a local hero and one that deserved real recognition for all of their efforts. The legacy that will be ongoing from this work is certainly noted. And the winner is the Cyrenians. I'd really like to commend the Edinburgh Dog and Cat Home and Space and Broomhouse Hub, both of whom provided excellent community support and had really strong submissions as well. So thank you very much to all.
Thanks so much, Ewan Aitken, Cyrenian's Chief Executive, is with us. Ewan, well done.
Thank you very much. What a privilege, what an honour. I'm genuinely humbled. Thank you for the award, for the Chamber, for all the work that they've done in supporting things happening in this tough time. This is a real recognition of my extraordinary colleagues. I am deeply privileged to work with the most amazing colleagues who have really stepped up, as so many others that we've heard about tonight. You know, that number is now, we've distributed food for 3.8 million meals. We've cooked over 80,000 ready meals to go to people's houses. We've supported literally thousands of families who are in challenging situations, distributed a whole bunch of tech. We've supported families in crisis because they're in conflict. And we've managed to get people into housing that wasn't in the housing, including setting up a new project to access the private rented sector. But all of what we've done has been done in partnership with others. Although we want to do things, we know we cannot do things on our own, and everything we do works in partnership with others and is rooted in our values of compassion, respect, integrity, and innovation. If we believe if we live those things, then good things will happen. This has been an incredibly tough year, but I'm really hopeful, as was referred to earlier, that we're going to come out of this and build forward, I'd rather build forward than backwards, build forward to a better place whereby collaborating, extraordinary things can be achieved for everyone, so everyone can flourish. Thank you to everybody for this award and this recognition. I'm really proud and chuffed today, and particularly thanks to all my colleagues. But this is the best I could do. I have no idea what it is, but it's sitting in my office, and finally it's got a purpose. But thanks very much, guys. A great evening. Thanks a lot.
Brilliant, Ewan. And yeah, I'll echo what TLT said, and that was an amazing shortlist of local heroes. And so congratulations to all of you. Last but not least, we've got there we've got there in one piece. So well done to everybody. And I just want to reiterate, I can't say it enough this evening, I do have to thank our sponsors ever so much. It really is appreciated, especially in the current climate, you know, so really thanks to you all. But we're going to move on to the Lifetime Achievement Award. And it's time for me to hand over the reins to my boss, the Chief Executive of Edinburgh Chamber of Commerce, Liz McAreevy. Over to you, Liz.
Thank you very much, Richard. Gosh, I've been quite amazed listening the last hour or so, how much warmth and friendship you can actually feel through a computer screen. I really do feel everybody's behind the winners and behind everything else, and it's quite incredible. Just feeling the love of everybody. Just a really nice afternoon. But yes, we are at our final awards for the afternoon for our very own Lifetime Achievement Award. And every year we ponder, gosh, who are we going to give it to? And yet there always seems to emerge a front runner, and that's happened again this year. So this award really is looking for someone who's had a long-term association with the Chamber, has supported us and been engaged with us throughout that time, but also more importantly has shown huge support for the city as well. And that's, you know, those are the three key areas. And this winner has ticked all those boxes well and truly. I always kind of give a few teaser hints to see if anybody can guess who it is. So this person has probably been engaged with the Chamber for over 10 years and has sorted out quite a number of issues in the early days of the relationship. Been very supportive of the Chamber, attending lots of events, particularly in the last 12 months, has supported our international programme and has helped us host a number of our inward and outward trade missions. They've been a fantastic ambassador for the city, totally indefatigable in representing the city at all levels, from welcoming royalty and international dignitaries to visiting schools and community projects. And of course, this person has been a driving force on our future vision and what kind of city and society we want to be. I'm sure people are getting warm now as they're picking up the clues. Just a kind of a final point, before the pandemic, we did travel as part of Team Edinburgh to some fantastic places, including our twin city of Xi'an in China, home of the Terracotta Warriors. And this person was tirelessly promoting the city as a destination for investment, building cultural and business connections, and forming strong friendships with our twin city. And just another tip for anyone who goes on such visits, make sure you take someone who wears a very large gold chain. It really does open doors, though it's a bugger to get through security. I think we've all guessed by now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to announce the winner of our Chamber Lifetime Award goes to our first citizen, Lord Lieutenant and Lord Provost, the Right Honourable Frank Ross. I hope you're with us, Frank.
I am, Liz, and
bravo, bravo.
For once, I'm almost speechless. That is a tremendous shock and a fantastic honour. And thank you very much, Liz, for all those kind words that you said in relation to myself. I have enjoyed a great relationship with the Chamber since the time when I was actually working there alongside Liz. And I can't believe that it was 10 years ago, how time has passed. But I think representing our great city across the world and representing our great city to those who wish to come and invest here is actually quite an easy job. And I think tonight and previous Chamber awards have demonstrated that when you have the quality of the businesses that we have in this city, when we have the quality of the leaders that we have in the businesses of this city, that becomes a tremendously easy job. I mean, the phrase that we punch way above our weight is perhaps overused on many occasions, but in Edinburgh's term, it's not. The fact that our most recent twinning was with the city of Shenzhen, a city of 22 million people, who took it as an honour to be twinned with Edinburgh, a city of 500,000 people, I think shows well on the commerce, the ingenuity, the innovation, and as was said there, the warmth that comes across. Many cities and many international organisations love Edinburgh, love the people of Edinburgh. It's been an honour for me to represent the city in the role that Liz has described for the last four years. And having had the opportunity to travel abroad and to represent our city, again, has been a great honour. And I can only thank, I keep saying it, I can only thank the businesses for giving me the opportunity to present them on an international stage and our great city on a stage. So once again, Liz, and the Chamber of Commerce and your members, thank you very much for something which has come totally out of left field for me, but is probably the biggest honour I've received since actually taking the post of Lord Provost. So thank you again to everyone.
Bravo, 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 bravo.
An absolutely worthy winner, Frank, and you know, I've witnessed very close hand the absolute hours, time, and commitment that you put into this role. You know, just phenomenal, and the way you've led the city vision, really forcing us to think and engage as a city on what we want to be in the future. So I'm thrilled that you have the award. So we're almost at the end of the awards, and it's still, gosh, not even 6 o'clock. But before I get to do the vote of thanks and have the last word, I'd like to hand over to Nick Peel, who's Managing Director at St James Quarter. My big thanks to them for headline sponsoring our awards. When I picked up the phone and made that call saying we cannot charge for these awards, we cannot charge for this business festival. This is a time when all businesses in the city need to be able to access the support and the help and the hope and the inspiration to go forward. But we can't do it without some help, and they step right forward, and we're so grateful for that support. So if I can hand over to Nick Peel to say a few words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Liz, and thank you, Richard. Dermot O'Leary and Jack Whitehall should be looking over their shoulder, given your sort of presentation skills. And the truth, ladies and gentlemen, is that when Liz approached me about sponsorship of this year's awards, she did point out that there would be no black tie event, no beef or salmon, no red wine on the table, no mince and coffee. But she did promise me a Deliveroo of burger and chips later this evening. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I hope you all are too. But on a more serious note, I simply wanted to say that it's been an absolute privilege to sponsor this year's Business Festival Awards. I think huge kudos to Liz, Richard and the Chamber team for pushing forward with the virtual awards this year. I think it might be time just to have another round of applause for the efforts that Liz and Richard and the team have put behind tonight. I think it's been fantastic. You'll all agree, yeah? Well done. Well done. For me, it's particularly heartening to hear tonight of the tremendous talent, the exceptional individuals, social enterprises and businesses that makes Edinburgh that wee bit special. It really makes Edinburgh tick, and it does differentiate us from the rest of the UK and indeed the rest of the world. We're acutely aware at St James Quarter that we have an enormous responsibility to the city in the post-COVID environment. Job creation, you probably will have heard, if not, our PR team are not doing their work, but we're looking to create 3,500 jobs. There's over 500 of those already been filled, another 450 that go to market in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Our own business model is entirely predicated on the success of the city. You know, we're not defined by our own physical demise. And so, you know, in the months ahead, we hope to be a little beacon of light and hope for commerce and the city centre as we all start to get back out, enjoy a glass of wine, eat again, shop again, socialise again. Well done to tonight's winners. I won't go through the list, but some exceptional categories and exceptional sort of like winners. But I think, look, congratulations to tonight's sponsors for supporting local businesses and entities. We're going to need all of your help, all of your energy as we collectively press the reset button in Edinburgh in the weeks ahead. From a St James Quarter point of view, we've revealed this week that we'll be opening in June. We don't have a specific date for you tonight. It's the start of our journey, not the end, not the final product. You will see, after the retail opening in June, you will see the opening later in the year of Rooms Apart Hotel, Everyman Cinema, and we hope to finalise in 2022 with the opening of the W Hotel. So it only remains for me to say that personally, I'm looking forward to welcoming everyone absolutely everyone on the call tonight to St James Quarter later in the year. And thanks again to Liz and Richard for the opportunity to sponsor tonight's awards. It's been fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nick. So just a few final words from me before we all nip off and put the kettle on, or perhaps open something a little bit stronger if you're celebrating some wins this afternoon. As always, there are many thank yous to give, so I will try and keep it brief. But firstly, thank you to all the businesses who submitted their applications for the awards. I'm just glad I didn't have to make the judging. They were all worthy winners, I'm sure. But also well done to the finalists, and of course, huge congratulations to all our winners. Some fantastic businesses and leaders. Thank you also to our sponsors. Many have stuck with us to make this happen in spite of the challenges they've been facing themselves. So thank you to the City of Edinburgh Council, City Fibre, Royal Bank of Scotland, Forth Ports, Developing the Young Workforce, Wright Johnson and Mackenzie, Thornton Law, Openreach, Circular Edinburgh, Hee-Haw, TLT, and of course our headline sponsors, St James Quarter. Thank you also to Jane Clark-Hutchison, our president, for opening up the awards. Jane's just been fantastic over the past year, really getting behind us and supporting us. Thank you to our board and our council, who really give their time and a lot of expertise that supports a lot of businesses in the city. Thank you to Andrew Kerr, Chief Executive of City of Edinburgh Council, again, a great supporter of the Chamber, and thanks for joining us to give a few words at the beginning. Finally, my beloved team at the Chamber, everyone is a true star. I could not have asked for more from them in the past year, but particular thanks tonight to Richard stepping in and hosting the events. Richard probably knows all of you. He is Mr. Edinburgh, and he's a great ambassador for the Chamber. And also to our amazing engagement team, Rebecca Niche, who heads up our events, will forevermore be known as the Zoom Queen. She really got to grips with Zoom and got us all into good shape. And she's very good at moving people around into different rooms when we do our networking. And also to Emma Reid, Head of Engagement. She's totally unflappable. And I suppose I've got Joe Goldblatt to thank for both my wonderful events team. They were both very good graduates from Queen Margaret University, under your good tutelage, Joe. So I'm certainly reaping the benefits of that. Thank you very much. They've just done an amazing job pulling this all together. And it's not just the awards. We've had 17 events across 5 days this week with our first ever business festival. So I guess finally, thank you all for joining us this afternoon. As I said earlier, it's amazing. It was a new experiment to see how to do a virtual awards, but I've just felt that friendship and community. Just looking at a screen, it's been really incredible afternoon. I can't believe it's the end of the awards and we're all sober. I'm usually the only sober person in the room, but the night is young, so I'm sure we can remedy that. Sadly, no after party in Lulu's, which probably is a good thing as we've got our networking session at 9:30 in the morning. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for being such great supporters of the Chamber, and have a really nice evening. Thank you very much. Bye.